Hi and welcome to Viking and Viking. I'm currently climbing the hills west of Lake Vättern, and I'm soon up on a plateau where it will be a bit easier to talk and bike. I'm at Stading and I post videos on Viking tours to historical sites, specifically from the Viking Age. And today I will head north along the stretch of Lake Vättern up to an old church. And Lake Vättern is located in the mid of Sweden, between Gothenburg and Stockholm. And it has been a bit of a divider always, geographical divider. And on the west side you have the West Geats, and on the east side you have the East Geats. You can hear more about this if you look at the episode about Götala Temple Hill. The Geats are Götar in Swedish, so the regions are still called Västergötland on the east side and Östergötland on the other side. The lake is about 150 kilometers long, and the circumference is about 300 kilometers, as all cyclists know in Sweden, because every year there is an endurance race around the lake, which is usually in June, and it's very popular. When we reach further on, I will tell you more about the connection between the church and the Viking Age, so enjoy the ride. This is Hökensås. It is a wooded area. You can see a lot of these open pine forests, and there are lots of lakes with good fishing and good camping. And it's a very popular excursion point, both for fishers and for hikers and for bikers. And this is Hökensås campsite, and I think it's time for a cup of coffee. It turns out that there are two campsites here, and it's actually the other one further up the road that has the coffee. So I'll head to that one instead. So this is Hökensås campsite number 2. And that looks more like they have some coffee. Let's try it. This is the road down from the plateau into the more flatter farmland below. We are approaching the goal for this trip, and it's Suntak, and we're going to visit the church. It's actually not this church, because this is the new church in Suntak, so we are heading a bit further to the old church. The new church is also quite nice, but it's several hundred years in between them. The old church in Suntak plays an important role in my book, The Viking Princess, Vikingaprinsessan, as the lead character in the book, Peter, is called to the church because of his expertise in old buildings, and he's asked to evaluate a renovation of the church. And when he does that, he also makes some important discoveries in the church with links to the Viking Age. So let's have a look. Now you can see the old church behind the trees, and we'll take a walk up to the church and have a closer look. In the book, Peter is asked to have a look at the renovation of the crypt, and that is where he makes this remarkable find. So let's go and have a look at the crypt. Now we're entering the crypt under the church. And well, actually it's not under the church where we are. This is actually the crypt under the church in Varnhem, which is not so close from here. So, but it could have been here. But let's go back up to the church. Well, as you noticed, that wasn't the crypt in this church. That was actually the crypt in Varnhem at Karta Farm, the old Viking Age crypt. And that is about 40 kilometers in that direction. But in my book, there is a crypt under here, and who knows, it hasn't been excavated or explored, so it could be. But there are no reasons that there should be one. And this church is not quite Viking Age. It's from mid-12th century, still very old, and it's worth having a look inside. But today it's unfortunately locked, so we have to come back some other day. So, over and out for the day. See you at some other site.